Let's talk about high wage and low wage LMIA options. But before I move forward, please subscribe to our channel and enable notifications. About 1/3 of temporary foreign workers need an LMIA before applying. Of course, LMIA is a letter by Service Canada and stands for Labor Market Impact Assessment. They issue a positive or neutral LMIA letter when hiring a foreign national does not negatively affect Canada's labor market. There are many LMIA types. However, the most popular ones are high wage and low wage programs. By comparing high wage and low wage LMIA options, you may decide how to move forward. Of course, you will also find out if it is worth it to go through the process. In this video, I will cover 4 major topics. The first one is the defining hourly wage. We also know this as provincial or territorial median wage. Then we will talk about some useful examples to completely understand what's the difference between high wage and low wage LMIAs. Then we have some tables to compare high wage and low wage LMIA processes. And at the end of the day, if you want us to help you, I will tell you how you can get in touch with us. So the designation between high wage and low wage LMIAs is in the following table. If you offer a salary at or above the values on this table, then the position is high wage. Otherwise, it is low wage. Of course, you must refer to the provincial or territorial figures relevant to the job. And here is the table. For example, the defining hourly wage or median wage for Alberta is $27.28. It means that if you're going to hire a foreign national and the salary that you are offering them is equal to or more than $27.28, then this is a high wage position. If the salary that you are offering to that person is lower than $27.28, then this is considered a low wage position. Don't come to any conclusions. We still need to talk about wages before we complete this discussion. But let me give you an example, or actually 3 examples. The first one, imagine you are offering $29 per hour to a foreign national. This position is high wage in all provinces of Canada. In other words, there is no province in Canada that their median wage is more than $29. However, in the territories of Canada, that is Northwest Territories, Nunavut, and Yukon, the wages are actually more than $30 or at least $30, depending on the territory. That's why this position in territories of Canada is considered a low wage position. As another example, let's say you are hiring a person to work in Red Deer, Alberta. If you want to apply under the highway option, you must offer $27.28 per hour or more to that person. Of course, a lower salary could qualify for the low wage LMIA only. And the third example, if somebody wants to work in 2 provinces, this is not very common. However, if you have an employee who needs to work both in Ontario and Manitoba, then you need to consider the highest wage as the minimum requirement. And because the highest median wage belongs to Ontario, which is $24.04, this means that you need to offer a salary of $24.04 or more to that person to make sure that this is considered a high wage position. We're not done yet, because when you enter the process of high wage and low wage, you also need to follow certain other rules to see if you are actually qualified to apply under the high wage program or low wage program. These are the basic comparison criteria. For example, in terms of salary or wages, you need to offer the prevailing regional wage. I have another article about prevailing regional wage. I will post the link below this video. So regardless of whether you're applying under the high wage program or low wage program, you need to offer prevailing regional wage. However, if the prevailing regional wage that you are offering is higher than the defining provincial hourly wage, you are dealing with a high wage LMIA, and if it's lower than that, then you are dealing with a low wage LMIA. The processing fee for both programs is $1,000. However, there are some exceptions. I don't want to go into the details here. In terms of business legitimacy, in both cases, you need to submit at least 2 documents to show the business is active and capable of covering the foreign national salary. Of course, you must include convincing official documents. Again, there are many documents that you submit to Canada Revenue Agency or letters that you could receive from your accountant or from your lawyer. Those kind of things define that this business is active and also is capable of paying the salary of that person. In low wage LMIA, there is a cap on the number of employees that you can hire under the low wage program. If you have hired a foreign national before June 20th, 2014, your cap is 20%. Otherwise, the cap is 10% for the temporary foreign workers. It means that the other foreign nationals that you are hiring, you need to hire them under the high wage LMIA. We don't have a cap per se for high wage LMIA. However, you need to meet all the requirements, including but not limited to the business legitimacy. For high wage LMIA, you need to offer a transition plan that shows that you are doing your best to replace the foreign national with Canadian citizens or permanent residents of Canada. For low wage LMIA, there is no need for a transition plan. In terms of the recruitment efforts, in both cases, you need to have at least 3 job advertisements in 3 different resources for at least 4 weeks. And one of those ads needs to be in Job Bank, and the other ad, at least one of them, needs to continue up until the time that the officer decides on your case. But Job Bank also offers something called job match services. With high wage LMIA, you only need to invite those people that they have at least 4 stars. But with low wage, you need to invite everybody who has at least 2 stars or more. The other issue is that with a low wage program, you must target at least 2 of the following groups in your recruitment efforts. These groups are considered underrepresented groups. 1, Indigenous persons, 2, vulnerable youth, 3, persons with disabilities, and 4, newcomers. Obviously, if you target more than 2, that's absolutely fine, but the minimum is 2. For high wage LMIA, we don't have this limitation. There are also a few things that they do not apply to high wage LMIA, but they do apply for or to low wage LMIA. For example, transportation, you need to provide the round trip for the employee. Housing, you need to make sure that the employee has arrangements to be able to have a housing in Canada. You don't need to pay for it, but you need to make enough arrangements. In terms of healthcare, you need to offer coverage up until the point that the foreign national is covered by the provincial programs, and you also must sign an employment contract. Of course, there are a few other things that they are common sense and they apply both to low wage and high wage positions. For example, you cannot hire foreign nationals to compete with the existing labor unions in Canada, whether there is an ongoing dispute right now or a dispute is brewing and you want to prevent it. And also, you need to provide a safe work environment for foreign nationals. Thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Al Parsai. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I teach immigration consulting at Ashton College. I'm the author of the bestseller book, 88 Tips on Immigration to Canada. You can find out your purchasing options by visiting 88tips.ca. The official website of my business is settlers.ca. Make sure to visit my website. Please subscribe to this channel, enable notifications, share this video with your friends, and like it. See you soon.